Christian in the house. Glad to have you, of course. And now we're hopefully going to get some more people in here, so it should be a lot better.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get this to work.
And
okay.
What happens if you try to play bass with a broken guitar pick? So this should be interesting. Do not try this out. Don't use any pick on bass at home. Okay, it's still usable.
Prolonged use.
It hurts. Yes, it does. Here, I'm gonna use the end of it that you're actually supposed to use. Yes, totally. And yet we're using bass on a pick. That's totally professional. Or wait, using bass on a pick. Okay, hold on.
He says hi from 23,000 feet. So I'm guessing he's still on that thing he said earlier.
New plane?
Maybe. I don't know. Okay, so we got one viewer so far. See.
Shout outs to the Shaw Aviation.
He says he's on an Embraer E190. I'm pretty sure is what that message meant.
I'm gonna go get me a cupcake real quick.
Let's see. Shaw also says APQI. I don't know what that means. I'm guessing that's aviation code or something. I don't know. Let's see if we can get any more. Well, of course he's getting food. Yeah, well, actually, no. That would be more typical if Jackson showed up. But to your credit, yeah, I get that. Boston, Triske, ISIL, I don't know what that means either. Looks like we got some more viewers. Keep typing in the chat. Very true, yeah. Yeah, very true. Feel free to spam some stuff in the chat, guys, if you want to say hi. Feel free to ask me a question if you want. For all I care, that'd be fun. Looks like we got more viewers. Got 25. It's good. Yeah, and if you guys want to ask me questions, go for it. I'm totally up for it. So far, nothing. Oh. Estella Santos, hello. How's it going? Hope you're having an alright night. Looks like we lost a few people, fortunately. So that kind of sucks. Nice. Yeah, okay.
What'd I miss?
We got, oh, hi, Thomas.
You got Thomas in the chat.
What are y'all doing? I don't really know. We're just bored right now, so. I guess we could turn this into a Q&A if people wanted to ask questions. I guess we could do that.
If you guys have questions, comments. If you guys have questions, comments, concerns, throw it at us. We are ready.
How so? What does that mean? I don't even know. Why are we losing so many viewers? We started at 25, now we're down to 4.
Really? Oh my gosh, bro.
Oh my goodness, I don't want to be mean. I'm not gonna react to that one. Why do we only have one viewer? This is weird. No harm intended. Yeah.
My wife just went down a bar because of that comment.
Well, I guess since we're not really doing much, I guess we could. Oh, hi Bob57. Random user, but it's fine. What went down a bar? Your what went down? Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. It says your what went down a bar. Shaw, can you stop spamming the chat? Or like he's commenting. I don't know. What else can we talk about? Where do we think? No, Shaw, don't leave. Where do we think Daniel Suarez will go since he got fired? Where could he potentially go? Okay, Shaw's leaving. He's apparently tired. Bob50, I don't know. Yeah, no, this is not. No, he would not go to IndyCar. If I had to take a guess, there's actually a few spots I think he could go. I think he could either go back down to Xfinity and ride another season there and kind of have like a similar career to like Elliott Sadler. Oh, Shaw says, I've been in an airport for over 10 hours today. Oh, okay. Never mind. That makes sense. Sorry, bud. Bob57 said true. I'm guessing he's agreeing with what I said. But I also think Daniel could maybe go to Colleague and take over the 10 car of Ty Dillon, since Ty Dillon kind of sucks. True, but it's not like Richard's going to fire Austin. We all know that. Where's another spot he could go? I don't think Legacy Motor Club would want to take him. I don't think that's worth the risk. Because I know Eric Jones got a contract extension. I don't know how long John Hunter signed. So, I mean, it's an option, but I don't know. He did win the Daytona. No, he didn't. He's never won the Daytona 500. I think he's thinking of someone else. I didn't spell Suarez wrong. You did. Oh, okay. But no, Daniel never won the Daytona 500. He's got 2 wins, one at Sonoma and one in Atlanta. He's never won any other at any other tracks besides those 2. Well, besides Mexico, but that was in Xfinity. I'm trying to talk about his Cup career. Wait, what? Did Daniels or no? He won in the Xfinity series. He didn't win in the Cup series this season. Yeah. Yeah, I think Michael is so tired he's forgetting the facts. Full disclosure, that was a joke. We're not being political on this live stream by any means necessary. We're just having fun. Total wins, does he only have 2? Yes, he does. He only has 2. And then another thing, the Clash is going back to Bowman Gray this year, which I was surprised to hear, but I'm excited to see that happen again. It was good.
Q&A.
Let's not get political. We're just here to be funny. We're not here to bring like stuff into this. Bob57 said, I thought he won 3.
America's perfect the way it is. Under my leadership, it is absolutely amazing.
Has 2. Daniel only has 2 wins in the Cup Series. He has 4 wins in the Xfinity Series, though, if you were curious. And he's also the 2016 Xfinity champion, in case you're curious. But the reason why I mentioned Elliott Sadler earlier was because he was a former Cup driver, but he had a really good career in the Xfinity series for Junior Motorsports.
Ink than Donald Trump. Well, Roz is a female, so I don't think I'm trans, but I mean, to be fair, it is 2025, so
Yeah, that's kind of funny.
allowed to say this. YouTube don't give me a strike. There's only one way to tell if you're a guy or a girl. You either have a dick or you have a vagina. Those are the only two ways. If you can find a
Here, I'm gonna do my best Roz impression. Wazowski, you didn't file your paperwork last night. Okay, you're getting a strike. Yep, that's over. Okay. I think Bob meant to say true on that instead of tur on that, but it's fine, Bob. We're not judging here.
Bob Iran.
Bro. Mention Bob. But still foul language. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This is social media, so I'm just trying to be polite. Oh, we got no viewer. Hello, Blue Diamond. How's it going? Shaw says howdy to Blue Diamond.
Oh.
Emo Kid said hi. What's up? Viewers in here. That's good.
Yes, bro. That's what we want.
Either of us, if you guys want to know some stuff, or if you just want to talk to us, I don't know.
Acts like.
Blue Diamond says hello to the Shaw Aviation.
To Rcdude, the Shaw Aviation.
Sorry, I was clearing my throat.
You're good. Welcome to Tennessee.
What else can we talk about?
That's always a good thing to talk about.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on, Christian. Skylar's the main thing, so let's talk about Skylar because Caitlin's pretty innocent on everything.
Bob57 said, "How much do you think it costs to make a dollar bill?" Well, I mean, there's paper factories that make them, so I don't know. I'm not even sure actually. Probably the same amount as the bill itself, so let's not talk about Skylar from the Shaw Aviation. I agree. Let's not. What's the best place to get an RC plane? I'm gonna let William answer this one.
Okay. Best place to get an RC airplane. I would say stop by your local hobby shop and get their suggestions, or also Horizon Hobby makes a lot of good trainer aircraft like the Sport Cub S2, the Aero Scout, all those planes, they're all phenomenal. Don't get the mini Aero Scout, it's a piece of crap. I've owned
Good answer. Good answer.
a hobby store, and I would definitely go check those places out. FMS is kind of used to be up there, but recently I've been hearing some stuff about them with lying, and a lot of YouTube channels are shouting them out. And they actually took down two of their two new planes just because. So I would not trust FMS at the moment, but anything by Horizon Hobby, it's a pretty good.
It's on your wall.
About okay, that is actually the Vendetta, and that used to be a fast car. Hence the use.
because they don't make parts for it anymore.
Yeah, it served its service well. I spent like $2,000 making sure that car could even drive for 2 seconds.
Bob, not to be rude or anything, if that sounded rude. Um,
Purchased this, and I will say this is a lot better and more fun to drive because it never breaks. 1979 TRX4 Bronco.
fell victim to the Rcdude curse. Okay. Okay. So,
But at the same time, I've been being a
okay, so guys, about basically, can I say this? Am I allowed to say this? Okay, so Will has a bit of a habit of when he buys a new RC, he either can take care of it like pretty well, or it ends up like breaking. So we joke around and we call it a curse because it can go 50-50. It's kind of like Ricky Stenhouse winning a race or not. Does he either win the race or does he wreck himself?
This one I've actually been taking care of. It's super fun to drive. Like seriously, I thought for a rock crawler, I was like, oh, this thing is gonna be like
Too. I like it. It's a nice car.
it's
And
pretty.
and like guys, I don't say that very often because I'm not like a huge RC dude myself. So like it's very rare for me to say that.
But yeah,
Like to impress, in case you guys couldn't tell. Yeah, that is a nice body though. Okay, we just lost a couple viewers. Come on.
it's for a new body.
I'm pretty sure it's expensive than that. Bob says I have a $7,500 RC collection. Nice.
Collection. Why would you be asking me where to get a RC plane from? I don't mean that to be rude. I mean that respect.
Quick question: do you mainly collect cars? Because I we just need to know. Okay, okay. Shaw just said headed out now, about to land and go to bed. Okay, good night. Yeah, Bob. Just out of curiosity, do you mostly collect RC cars? Because I could understand that if you're wanting to know where to buy a plane.
For RC cars, it's the same
Bye,
place.
Michael. Yeah.
See you
Um.
later.
Else got any questions?
We can talk about remote locking differentials, a brushed motor, right? I know, I'm doing that on purpose.
I has not the one that asked about the plane. Wait, hang on. Who asked about the plane? Let's see. I think that was Blue Diamond. No, it was Blue Diamond who asked about the plane. Sorry about that, Bob. That's our fault. That's our fault. Okay, so never mind. You're good. You're good. You're good, Bob. That was our fault. We're sorry about that.
But yeah, if you guys don't have a TRX4 of any kind in your collection, honestly, get just
Collecting this stuff.
I officially started collecting when I was like 12, so for like 6 years, but I've been doing it for 13 years because I drove the same car for almost like 5 to 6 years. Yeah, very first one when I was 5, and ever since then I'm like more and more and more and more. How many RCs have I blown through in the past year?
There's a lot.
We're not gonna
Yeah, we're not. We won't mention that.
imagine the graveyard I would have.
I'm imagining it would be kind of a military cemetery where they like put like all the broken like tanks and rundown planes and stuff so they can rot. Um. Okay. So this will be the second year with the Sonoma repave. How do we feel about um? How do we feel the tires will handle this race? Now that the surface has been worn in a little bit. Like the reason why I say this, guys, is because with these new Goodyear tires on the Gen. Oh wait, Bob says my first RC car was a Traxxas trophy truck. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Slash. So I think I know what he's talking about. Which was
Trophy trucks, they're good. But like the reason why I mentioned, or okay, Blue Diamond keeps interrupting me. How much do you think your collection is worth?
maybe right at 4,000, probably.
I assume. Yeah. Anyways, so if you guys aren't NASCAR fans, the reason why I question the tires with Sonoma is because last year it got a repave, and they also added like a barrier around turn 11 so people would stop cutting the corner. So I'm curious to see how that's gonna work. I think the tires will be fine considering how well the race last year went. I don't know exactly um how the drivers are gonna do. There's a lot of things that I'm guaranteeing, like a wreck or two, but I don't know. I think it'll be a very fun race. There's definitely gonna be some chaos, but I don't know. And then I checked the entry list today. There's gonna be 37 cars racing. So we'll have all the main guys and then one outlier, and that will be Catherine. Up. There he is. Oh, speaking of Catherine Legg, how do we feel about her? Yeah. Do you think Dale Earnhardt's hardest death could have been prevented? Probably if he wore the Hans device, I think it could have been prevented, or if safety features were a bit more serious back then, Bob. But yeah, I think so.
Back from Michigan, it was basically the same thing.
Then Bob, because you got to think back to 2001 and what the cars looked like. So compare that wreck to what it would look like nowadays, and I think if the safety features were there, I think Dale would have survived. But I do like that question. That's a good question.
Worth more than half of my RC cars.
Most expensive thing I have is my car. My real car, not an RC, to anyone who's wondering.
Because now I have my car too.
He insisted not to wear it. Yeah, I know he didn't want to wear it, Bob, but I'm just saying if it was a requirement, then I do think he would have been fine. But like, yeah, I get that he didn't want to wear it because it's uncomfortable. Like, don't get me wrong, I know what the Hans device looks like. I know it's uncomfortable. I've worn, or sorry, I know what it's like for those guys, but like this was when NASCAR was starting to innovate with the technology a little bit, and it started to become a little more unsafe. So they started saying to drivers, like, "Do you guys want to wear this and stuff?" And I think if Dale had worn it again, like if somebody forced him to wear it, like let's just say Richard Childress, he forced him to wear it, then I think he would have been fine. And like if you look back at Dale's career, he was racing at a very unsafe time in the sport because safety harnesses weren't really a thing, and then you got to look at the cars. They were reaching almost 200 miles an hour on super speedways, so restrictor plates were still a very big thing. So
Well, it's getting late, so I unfortunately got to wrap things up. But yeah. So we'll find another time to do this when we got more time for sure.
In 2 days, so don't try to make me do this when I'm out of town.
All right, have a good night, man. See y'all.